Full attention feedback. And the reason I'm ending with this, and I have 2 minutes, the timing has been perfect. It's all fortune, good fortune, is that this is where I have gotten very excited, and I'm turning on my inner nerd, my inner geek. I guess we don't say nerd anymore. I love hardware again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I can't get enough of it, and especially clickers. I'll call them by their conventional term. And I tried to bring it in, but I'm renting the first floor of my house out. And so I couldn't get to it because there are 2 young men live there, and I just can't walk in their place with a key. I don't think landlords can landlords do that? I'm kind of new at this. But on a little display shelf down there is a device I made in 1978 while teaching. And I made it with Radio Shack parts, and it was called a consensor. And I tried to patent it. But I was pulling in a cool 6.9 grand a year, and the patent alone was $1 grand, you know. And the guy said, and I can't even assure that you're covered. Did you know that's how patents work? It's like, we're pretty sure, you know, this is it's $1,000. This is like 1 in every 7 days at work, and it's a 7-day-a-week job. It was a device with Radio Shack switches and arms and wires where every kid could vote in my class, so I could have a discussion and stop any time and say, who gets it? Who doesn't get it? There are 4 selections on it. Who wants to answer this question? And I had a potential, I had a meter, because I couldn't, this is before I could make digital stuff, and it would just count the voltage, you know, of how many kids have their switch closed. And I go, ooh, it was like the applause meter on Queen for a Day, you know, basically. It was. And, but I could quickly let the kids constantly be doing feedback while I was doing my classes, which went at a mile a minute, and I wanted them to stay with me. I was that kind of teacher then. It was evil, but I did it. Okay, so the feedback, because this is where I think we have a lot to contribute as designers. Both teacher and student success at achieving full attention can and will be measured. Notice it's the teacher's responsibility too to get full attention, not just insisting on it this way, but being good, being prepared, and staying up, walking home heartsick if they haven't thought of a cool way to introduce gerunds the next day. I mean, a way that's really going to make it work to get full participation. It's everybody's job, not just the impossibly tough job for kids, which it is, given the way they're brought up. The data will regularly be posted. You're going to love this. This wasn't my idea, and this is so non-progressive. The data about attention, both for the teacher and the students, will be regularly posted publicly in the classroom. I can't post your IQ. I can't post your test result scores. But I can post your willingness and your success at attention. Because I want everyone to see everyone. And there are ways of knowing it with clickers that are spectacular. There are all kinds of interesting things you can find out other than whether A, B, C, or D is the right answer on a multiple choice test, which is the most ridiculous use of clickers I have yet seen. This data should be shared regularly with students. Parents could share with teachers the stated goal of full attention. Vital. You have to get parents in on this contract. Maybe it's not going to change their behavior at home, but they've got to know you're insisting on it. The data will be shared regularly with the principal, who will use it as he or she wishes. Students can expect to get from teacher regular and formal opportunities to safely tell the teacher if the student thinks the teacher is not holding up their end of the deal. But there got to be safe ways of doing it. That I'm lost and I don't know how to follow, but I'm trying. I'm paying attention and I'm not lost. It's going to be an unusual conversation. It's the one we have to start having. There are some amendments that just came in the last few days, and then I'm done. I'm 4 minutes over. Students can expect from a teacher that they will know when a formal teaching session has started and ended, at which point the class returns to traditional respect. It's different from full attention. No, you know, we're about to have lunch together. I'm not expecting you guys to eat lunch like this. Whatever I say, you don't have to go, that is marvelous, Tom. It's just traditional respect. I listen, you listen, we eat. We're not always in a full attention period, and that's a good thing. Defining. Class has started, or full attention has started. May not even be class has started. Class has started might be, wow, did you guys read the paper? We don't need full attention then. It's a free-for-all. Full attention is now starting. Full attention is ending. I like that amendment. Next, students and teachers should expect that we all have our off days on our full attention commitments. No one can do it all the time. And we don't want to be held to that standard. I'm loving this contract. It's not ready for publication because it's way too Prussian for the progressive world of education. But the schools that are succeeding out there in complex classrooms like we have in America have discovered this in sort of a backwards way, and I think we ought to be there technically in curriculum design and with technology to support them in really cool ways. Thanks, guys.